Welcome to the last reading lesson, number 13, on classification. Before you start this lesson, you will need to have the following to hand: your training booklet, a pen or pencil, a rubber, and a timer set for 5 minutes for practice 1. And you will need to set it for 10 minutes again for practice 2. You can follow the lesson in your training booklet, where you will find all the reading practice exercises, space to enter your answers, and you can find the answers in the back of your booklet. After this lesson, you will have a clear overview of what to expect in the reading question type classification, have learned tips and strategies on how best to approach the section, and have a chance to practice the question type. There are 2 practice tasks, as always, in this lesson. The first practice is guided and the second you do alone. The format of this question is called classification, which means you have to classify groups, for example, animals, people or countries, as being true of certain categories. The questions and the answers are not in order, and you will have to skim. You start by reading the passage or the relevant part of the passage, and you answer the questions by choosing a category for the statements. The answers are always letters. Now we're going to look at our 7 tips and strategies quickly. First of all, you need to read the headline, then decide if it's in order or not, and whether you need to scan or skim. Then you need to find and underline the answers, write the answers next to the questions, and do the same for all the questions in the set. Once you finish, you can transfer your answers to the reading answer sheet. First of all, let's read the headline together. I'll give you a little bit of time to have a look at the headlines, and then we'll look together what it's about. The article is about research into developing a pill which will slow down aging using calorie restriction. Now you need to find the part of the passage that the questions relate to by reading the different categories. So if you look at the 3 categories, you can scan for words such as monkey, caloric, to see which part of the passage they refer to. I'll give you a minute to do that. You need to start skimming and reading the passage from paragraph E. Now you need to decide if the questions are in order or not, and in this case they are not in order. The questions aren't in order, so you can start reading from the relevant part of the passage, so paragraph E. You will need to skim. In this case, you need to look for the ideas which relate to the different monkey types in the passage. Now let's practice together. First of all, you need to start skimming from paragraph E until you find an idea which relates to one of the groups of monkeys. Once you've found an idea, you can underline it, and then match the idea with one of the sentences in the questions. You already know which category of monkey it is, but make sure again. And then you can write your answer next to the question, A, B or C. So your answer will be A, B or C. I'll give you a minute to do that. Okay, now you can repeat this process for the other questions in the set, or until you have found all of the answers. You can start your timer, which is set for 5 minutes, and press pause on this video and start it again when you've finished. If you finish before, then just fast forward to the next slide. Now you can transfer your answers in pencil to the training booklet, and remember to transfer quickly and carefully. Your answers are letters. You now have 40 seconds to transfer your answers to the space in your training booklet. I'll tell you when the time is up. You can start now. Your time is up now. Now you have time to look at the answers and where they are in the passage. You can read both of these things in the back of your training booklet and on this slide. If you need more time, just press pause. Line numbers start from the beginning of paragraph E. Now you have a chance to practice alone. Go to Lesson 13, Practice 2 in your training booklet. Don't forget to follow the steps. You can set your timer for 10 minutes and then start it. Once you've done that, you can press pause on this video and start it again when you have finished or when the time is up. You now have 40 seconds to transfer your answers to the space in your training booklet. I'll tell you when the time is up. You can start now. Your time is up. Now you have time to look at the answers and at where they are in the passage, which you can read in the back of your training booklet and on this slide. If you need more time, just press pause. That is the end of Lesson 13 and of all the reading lessons. After the quiz, you can either go on to do a whole reading test or go on to the next module, which would be the writing section.